Hello everyone, and welcome back to the COC. Today is just gonna be some commentary from me, because unfortunately, OBS was not capturing Discord, and I didn't realize that until the end of this video. So, if I left it how it is, it's just me awkwardly talking to myself, or at least that's what it looks like. The others were actually here, but again, Discord was not being captured, so you cannot hear them throughout the entire video until the end of the interviews. Anyways, welcome to Week 2, Round 3, Game 1. Today, we're gonna have the Monarchs versus the Muscles. And the Muscles, they talk a big game. Once again, they said they're gonna come back, they're gonna be good as new, and nobody's gonna be able to beat them. But again, the Monarchs, they have been kind of on a losing streak a little bit lately, but they're still a really strong team. They have only been losing by 1 point, or winning by 1 point. So, this game, it can go either way. Let me show you the fielding and batting orders for both teams. And now, let's get right into the video. So, Wario won the coin flip, and he will be bringing us to Bowser Jr.'s playroom today. And I gotta say, the first inning was actually pretty active. We start off with a decent hit from Blue Noki, followed up by a hit from Daisy, which would have been out, but Luigi manages to land a good fireball on Yellow Yoshi, getting her on base safely. And then, to follow that up, we unfortunately get a bad hit from Luigi, causing a double play to happen, but it's okay because Blue Noki actually gets on third base, and Mario is able to clutch up a hit to outfield to actually get the first run in the first inning. Very impressive start from the Monarch. Peach will be swiftly dealt with by Yellow Yoshi, but still, nonetheless, a good first inning from the Monarchs. Starting us off strong at the bottom of the first, we actually see a very rare case of Wario using his Star Swing, and that's going to get him on first. Unfortunately though, Pac-Man and Dixie Kong do not follow suit, and they get some really bad hits. Pac-Man just gets a pop fly to outfield, and Dixie Kong unfortunately getting a double play to seal the bottom of the first. Unfortunately, the Monarchs aren't going to fare any better than Wario's team did, as Toadette just hits a pop fly to left field. Toadsworth is going to hit a ground ball straight to Yellow Yoshi, and unfortunately, Blue Critter is going to get intercepted by a good jump catch from Funky Kong, swiftly ending the top of the second. The bottom of the second is just filled with nice plays from the Monarchs, as Funky Kong gets a magnet hands from Daisy, Yellow Madge just hits a pop fly straight to center field, and Saitama, once again being denied any room to actually get a run, is intercepted by a really good dive from Blue Critter. And the Muscles and the Monarchs for this past inning just denying each other any sort of points or leeway. And the top of the third is going to look very similar to the previous inning, as Chelsea is just going to hit it straight to Yellow Yoshi, followed suit by Blue Noki doing the exact same thing, except she hits it to Yellow Shy Guy, following suit once again by Daisy, also doing the exact same thing, except Luigi throws an excellent pow block to do the very common pow block first base as he's throwing it to first base. And then they miss the ball, and Daisy gets, or she gets the second for free, and then Mario manages to clutch up once again after Luigi rotated her to third, and they actually get another point. Insane. Now, luckily enough for the muscles, Yellow Yoshi is going to clutch up with a tongue catch to stop the bleeding, just giving the Monarchs one run this inning, but it is another run nonetheless. The muscles, they're going to have to do something, or else the Monarchs are going to start running away with this game. And the bottom of the third does not start out looking great, as Yellow Shy Guy and Baby Peach both just hit it straight to Daisy, immediately getting the muscles 2 outs, which is not looking very good for them. However, Yellow Yoshi actually manages to get a good slap hit and get on base, and this is followed by the most insane thing I have ever seen. Wario gets a really good hit, but then the outfield, Toadette and Toadsworth, both get hit by a bullet bill, letting Yellow Yoshi run from first all the way to home and Wario running all the way to third. It is one of the most insane hits I have ever seen, and I wish the audio for this video did not get corrupted because we were losing our minds whenever we saw this happen. Now, Pac-Man is just going to hit it to Daisy, and unfortunately is not going to get Wario in. But that is still one of the coolest things I have seen in this game. I was losing my mind when it happened. And this game is going to continue being cool, as we start off the top of the fourth with Toadette and Toadsworth getting good slap hits to get her on first, and then Toadsworth on first, rotating Toadette to second. And then, for the first time, I see an infield fly ball text pop up in the game. I have never seen this before. I didn't know it could happen, and I don't really know how it triggers, other than maybe the ball reaching a certain height in the infield is probably what makes it happen. But like it is just like, it blew me away. I was like, this is in the game? What? I've never seen this happen. Now, getting back to the game, the Monarchs might have been thrown off by that call as well, as Chelsea is just going to get struck out, and Blue Noki is just going to hit a ground ball to Yellow Shy Guy, and that's going to end the top of the fourth. This is where we enter a stalemate between the Muscles and the Monarchs, as both sides can't seem to really get through each other right now, as Dixie Kong is just going to hit a pop fly to right field. Funky Kong is just going to get struck out by Mario, and Yellow Madge is just going to hit it to Blue Critter, and that's going to be one of the fastest innings you will see in the season. Like, unironically, it was just out, out, out. Nothing more to say about this inning. We start off the top of the fifth by Daisy getting a good hit, followed by her getting mixed up by Luigi's pop fly actually landing so she does not run to second fast enough, getting herself out, followed by Mario getting another good hit. This guy's just popping off this game. Unfortunately, Peach does not clutch up, hits it to Yellow Shy Guy, and that causes a double play. And that is going to end the top of the fifth. So we're going to see a good power block throw and a bad power block throw. So Yellow Shy Guy throws a good power block to get Saitama on first. This is followed by Saitama failing to run to second, so that is going to get him out. And then we're going to see a bad power block throw from Yellow Yoshi, which is going to get Yellow Shy Guy out, followed by Yellow Yoshi getting a good slap hit to rotate the bases. And then, unfortunately, Wario is going to hit a pop fly to right field, and once again, the stalemate is going to continue. So we see the Monarchs actually make some high-level plays this inning, as we see Toadette and Toadsworth get a good slap hit to get on first and second respectively. This is unfortunately followed by Blue Critter hitting a pop fly to left field, but it is followed after that by Chelsea making a bunt that is successful in rotating the bases, so now we have Toadette and Toadsworth on third and second. And then, unfortunately, Blue Noki cannot continue the plan, and she's gonna get out. But it was a cool look. I respect the play. If it worked, that would have been really cool. But unfortunately, Blue Noki just could not follow through with the plan. And unfortunately for the Muscles, once again, the Monarchs are just having a impeccable defense this game, as Chelsea is going to make a really good jump catch on third, and then it is followed by Dixie Kong hitting it to Daisy, and Funky Kong hitting it to Luigi. Another very quick inning for the Muscles. They just cannot seem to either not hit a pop fly or hitting it straight to the enemy player. They are going to have to change what they're doing because they only have one more inning. And the Monarchs, they're in the lead, but they'd like to make some runs to keep the score a little bit further apart. As we see, Daisy does get a bad hit. It is saved by the booze, though, because Yoshi tongue catches it, but he doesn't throw it fast enough, so Daisy actually manages to get on first. This is going to be followed by Luigi getting a good slap hit. And unfortunately, for the first time in the game, Mario is going to get a bad pop fly to right field, which is going to get him out. This is, again, another unfortunate occurrence. Peach managing to get her first good hit this game, but then Toadette is going to hit only Luigi with this green shell, and that is going to get him out. This is going to be followed up by a wacky bunt steal play coming from Toadette, which, would have been great, except the green shell only hits your runner, pretty much. Which, even if Toadette made it to first, Daisy was stunned by the green shell. She was gonna get out here. So, a little trolling coming from the Monarchs, but again, they're making some bunt plays this game that, if they worked, these would have been really cool. Now, despite that play not working, unfortunately for the Muscles, they just didn't have it in them this game. Yellow Match is just gonna get struck out by Mario. Saitama does manage to get on first, but that is shortly followed by Yellow Shy Guy hitting it right to Blue Critter, and that is going to get him a easy double play, sealing the game and giving the Monarchs a victory 2-1 against the Muscles. As we take a look here for post-game analytics, we see Yoshi getting a score of 85 for the Muscles, gaining him the MVP for this game. And over on the Monarch side, Mario is going to have a very impressive score of 130, giving Mario another MVP under his belt. 3 games, 2 MVPs. Might tell you something about the nature of this player. Might be a little bit better than the Monarchs were thinking he was, as I'm sure they probably wish they started fielding this guy a lot sooner. He was absolutely popping off this game. Now, I can't remember everything Josh talked about during his interview, but to my remembrance, the best that I can, I remember he was saying that now that he knows that the winner of this will be for a tournament and not just the points that are getting scored, he feels a lot less pressured that his team is only winning and losing by 1, because when it comes down to it, whenever the final tournament happens, it just matters about that last game. If he can get to the finals, his team just needs to win by 1, and that is all that matters. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, with how your team is doing right now, they're getting close losses and close wins, but if they get a close win against whoever he faces, if he makes it to the finals, he will end up winning. So honestly, his team, he's not losing too hard, he's not winning too hard, it's very consistent, and I told him, yeah, I mean, you just need that 1 win. That is all that matters at the end of the day. And I can't really remember what else we talked about. I'm pretty sure he talked a little bit. He doesn't think he's gonna make any trades for the trades coming up. And yeah, Mario kind of rolled this game, so there wasn't really a lot of other players to talk about. I mean, everyone had their own little, moment, like the bunt play, that was really cool from Chelsea. But again, I can't really remember what happened this game because it was a few days ago. Alright, here is Wario's interview. Wario's post-game interview. After a 2-1 loss to the Peach Monarchs at Bowser Jr.'s playroom, Wario stomps up to the podium, a mix of frustration and pride on his face. He's holding a juice box from the stadium's concession stands and crunches it with one hand before speaking. Wah-ha-ha, what can I say? That was a tough one. Real tough. We played on Bowser Jr.'s playroom. My pick, my turf, and we still came up just short. 2-1. That stings like a bullet bill to the face. But you know what? My team played their hearts out. The Peach Monarchs are no pushovers, and we made them work for that win. So, Wario, how do you think your team did? I think we did great. Defense was tight, energy was high, and the Monarchs were sweating like toads in a thunderstorm. They had to dig deep to beat us. Even then, it was barely. We made them earn every inch. Who do you think did the best? Yellow Yoshi. My boy was out there catching balls like his life depended on it. Left, right, center. If it was in the air, it was in his glove. The guy was flying around like he had a propeller on his tail. MVP defense, easy. Who do you think did the worst? You know what? Nobody. That's right, nobody did bad today. Everyone pulled their weights. We had strong plays, solid swings, and just needed a few more hits to go our way, and the game was ours. It was that close. Who are you going to change out? Hehehe. I might have some trades in mind for next week's trades. Big ones, but I ain't spilling the beans just yet. You'll see soon enough. Wahaha! Wario's always got a trick up his sleeve. What was your overall opinion on the game? Solid. My team showed up. And me? Wario got a hit so wild it almost broke the wall in the outfield. I was so close to getting all the way home, and if I had just a little more garlic before the game, would have tied it up. Easy. Great performance, especially for my squad. I'm proud of them. Who do you think you'll do good against? The Bowser Monsters better watch out. Monarchs only beat us by 1, and they beat Bowser's squad by 1 too. That means we're right there. But we've been trying harder, smarter, and we're improving by the day. Our new training regimen got us doing night drills, shadow fielding, and garlic-fueled base sprints. Bowser Monsters don't stand a chance. They're next. Wario, I think you got a little confused. The Bowser Monsters beat the Monarchs by 1, not the other way around. But you know what? We'll let that one slide. He's going. Who are you the most afraid of facing? Ugh, the Diddy Monkeys. I hate to admit it, but those chimps are on the rise. They just keep winning and winning. I don't know what jungle magic Diddy used, but his team's got chemistry, power, speed. It's bananas. We had an expedition match with them not too long ago. They smoked us. I mean, embarrassing. But hey, we got good info from the game. They're gonna be hard to beat, no doubt about it. Their training is next level. I heard they're running plays while swinging on vines blindfolded. Monkeys mean business. That's interesting. We definitely did not have an exhibition match between those two, but who knows? Maybe they did. Well, behind my back. I'll have to ask Gilder about that. Wario puts on his shades, slaps the juice box on the podium, and grins. Peach Monarchs got lucky today, but next time, we ain't playing around. Wario's team is gonna bring the pain. Wahahaha. Wario out. Alright, well, Wario seems to be in high spirits. I mean, he did only lose by 1 point, that is true. He's kind of got the same mentality that Josh has, honestly. He only lost by 1, that means he also could have won by 1. And it really is. That last tournament win is all that matters. This is all practice. Build up. They're feeling each other out, all the coaches. And they just need to get to the finals and get that last game win. That is all that matters. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you stay tuned, and I will see you guys very soon. Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. I know it's been a while since I've had one that's just been me commentating, but that is what happens when OBS fails to record Discord, and we have an entire video of me awkwardly talking to myself. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But anyways, if you guys made it to the end of the video, you should really consider subscribing, as it means you liked some part of the video, whether it be me, and in this case, only me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all stay tuned, and I will see you all in the next video.